I'm usually not overly excited about botanical LEGO sets, but I went out of my way to buy the tiny plants because look at them! They're like the cutest thing ever and probably my favorite LEGO Botanical Collection release to date. You get 9 potted plants of different shapes and sizes, bundled together in groups of 3, with each group having its own separate building instruction booklet, making it one of those sets that are perfect to build together with more people, a severely underrated feature that I wish more LEGO sets managed to incorporate in their designs. While the plants themselves are all distinct, the 9 terracotta pots only come in 3 different sizes, which became increasingly more complex LEGO structures as the size went up. The biggest of the 3 was a surprisingly clever build with lots of interesting building techniques and angled connections I would encourage hardcore LEGO fans to give a look. Building all 9 plants by myself was a bit tedious by the 3rd set of pots given how they're all the same, but not a major issue given how small the set is. Now the first 3 are the tropical plants, as stated in the building instructions at the very beginning of the booklet, and mentioned again throughout the pages with some extra insights about the plant's clever piece usage. So the smallest of this group being the false shamrock, making great use of the butterfly LEGO piece recolored in purple, the jade plant represented by offsetting minifigure flat caps in dark green, and finally the lace leaf flower, making good use of the fairly new leaf element, and then clever recolors of the seashell and horn pieces in red. Down in the pot there's even room for this specific ladybug tile from the LEGO Ideas Insect Collection set. The second set of flowers is the carnivorous plants group, with the smallest this time around being the Venus flytrap. I usually imagine these as being more oval shaped rather than perfectly round, but I guess this is as good of a model you can get at this smallest scale. Clever use of that cake frosting piece in lime green turned upside down. The next one is the red sundew, represented with the use of dark red airbrush minifigure elements, while the pink flower at the top uses 3 pink minifigure epaulet elements, a building technique that I'd seen before in another Botanical Collection set, the dried flower centerpiece. The yellow pitcher plant is a bit of a stretch when compared to the real thing, in my opinion, therefore making it my least favorite of the whole set. Maybe I just can't go past the use of the explorer helmet or the broom head pieces out of context. These carnivorous plants are all built over dark tan pieces, a clear distinction from the tropical plants built over brown elements and the desert plants, the last group of the video, built on top of tan elements. The Britain's Live Forever succulent uses actual botanical elements, which kind of feels boring when compared to the ingenious piece usage of every other plant so far. The Eastern Prickly Pear cactus makes use of more regular looking LEGO pieces, with the highlight going for the 3 printed 2x2 rounded tiles with that spike decoration. There's the little flower at the top, and this one, as opposed to every other plant so far, doesn't look as good when seen from the back. And last but not least, the pincushion cactus is the most parts intensive build of the whole set when it comes to the plant itself. It needed even more of these flower stalk elements for an even better representation of the actual plant, but as it stands works fine, I think. As standalone objects, most of these plants don't really work all that well, I think, but they really shine as a LEGO product when they're grouped together with a few others. After the review, I'm finding a spot for these at home to display, as they don't take too much space, look great, and don't require much care to maintain as opposed to real plants. On top of the clever piece usage and unexpectedly complex building techniques, another thing that deserves the highest of praises is the price. $50 for a set that has close to 800 pieces is a steal any day of the week, making it one of those purchases you don't need to think too much about if you're getting it for yourself or as a gift to family and friends. Definitely a worthy contender for my best LEGO sets under $100 video I did a few weeks ago. And with that, I'll see you all in the next year. Be sure to subscribe as a New Year's resolution you can't possibly fail. I for one failed my 500,000 subscribers goal one. Oh boy.